Okay, in this video, I'm going to show some tips, some tricks, and just some general ways that you can make this engine compartment bay look better. The parts under here, due to the age of this vehicle, and this is a 1989 Chevrolet Cavalier, it's a Z24. I'll be having a lot of videos on this channel about this car, but this one right here is just on the engine bay, and some of the things that I can do to make it look better. So what I'll do is I'll start over here in this corner. We'll break this down into sections. I'll do this, probably start right over here at the driver's side front, and then I'll work my way to the back and over to the passenger side and to the front. And then also on the underside of the hood here, I'll show some things that we can do to make it look better. So the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to remove the battery, and I'm going to remove this air intake housing, or air filter, I guess, housing. And then that'll open this up quite a bit to where I can kind of get down in here and clean some things. So that's where I'm going to start. Okay, so I have the battery removed, and I have that air housing there also removed. And you can see down in here, it's pretty dirty. There's dirt, there's some helicopters, there's dirt all over the hoses and around, and we'll clean that up. It's just a matter of really just taking a little time in TLC to get that cleaned up. But behind me here, I have these parts out here. So the battery, I'll clean that up real easily, like with this carpet chamois. This is not a regular chamois. This is a carpet chamois, or it's basically an old chamois that was at one point used for an exterior chamois that got old. The material got worn out, so it makes a great product just to use to clean up this sort of thing. So I have just a battery here, and I'll just clean that up with that. I mean, that's not really rocket science there or anything, but that's how that'll be cleaned up. These parts here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to also clean this up here in the sink here in just a second. And then this part here, I may also actually do that in the sink as well. We'll see here. So, but ultimately, I'm going to paint these, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. But I also wanted to show some of the things I have here to help me along with the job. And none of these products are sponsored or anything like that. They're just what I happen to have in my arsenal here of cleanup stuff. So I have a bucket with some of this cleaner over here, and a sponge and some warm water. I have some just black paint, spray paint, nothing special. It's really just any kind of black spray paint will work for this sort of thing. I have some primer. I doubt I use it, but I have it. This right here is a product that's great for this engine and for cleaning the underside of a hood. I'll show you that here in a bit too. I have some glass cleaner, some mineral spirit, some brake cleaner, and say these cleaners down here as well. That's actually an interior cleaner. I may use that a little bit on here too. But yeah, so that's kind of all I really need, for the most part, to do this job. So yeah, let's get these parts cleaned up here. Okay, I decided to hit this with a little bit of brake cleaner and a wire brush before taking it into the sink. Now this spot right here has kind of got the paint peeling off of it, so I think it'll benefit from doing that. So that's really pretty easy to do. I'm just going to take, and I have some brake cleaner here, and I'm just going to spray it down a little bit to break that loose a little bit. That sit on there just a second. Maybe hit the underside here of it as well. It says brake parts cleaner, but it actually works on a lot of parts. So yeah, I'll clean that up. So then I'm going to take this wire brush, and I'm just going to kind of hit it on that side, and on this side here, and break off some of that paint, and then I'll take it to the sink and kind of wash it with a sponge. Okay, I have the parts here sprayed down with some cleaner. I just some light, just general cleaner on here. I use this right here. I mean, you can get that about anywhere. And I've got these sprayed down in some warm water. I have my chamois here, and I have this sponge. I'm just going to wash these. I'll start with this one here. I'm going to get it wet. I have this brush here as well. And I'm going to get, I know that there's a lot of dirt in those grooves, so I'm just going to kind of make sure I get down in those grooves while I've got this going here. I may work on that a little more, but we'll just like that. And then I have a sponge. I'm just going to wash this maybe like you would a dish. It does have this here, this little piece here that's on here. There's an electronic plug goes in there, I guess, to monitor the air intake or something. But you know, it probably a scientific name for it. One thing you'll realize is if you watch this channel is I'm not a mechanic, like a full-fledged mechanic. I have people do a lot of the work for me. But I do a lot of the minor stuff and diagnostic work, and then maybe we'll then farm out a lot of the work, which is what I'm going to do on this car and a lot of the cars that I'll hopefully have on this channel. The plan is to get this going and have multiple vehicles ongoing. So yeah, so once I get this all washed up and rinsed, I'm going to let them dry. And then we'll go on to the next step, which is going to be painting some of these parts. Okay, while those parts are drying outside there, I have my shop vac here, and I'm not going to turn this on. I'll spare you the noise, but you get the idea. I'm just going to take and I'm going to sweep up everything I can around this area. Just kind of get all the loose dust and dirt and different things off. I'm going to concentrate right now on this section here, just from this bracket and back over this way. Okay, I've got it vacuumed out. What I have here is some diluted cleaner. It's a mild cleaner, and it's diluted down even more. I don't need a real heavy cleaner. This is warm water, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get everything wet through here. Everything that has dirt on it, I'm just going to spray and mist lightly with this cleaner. So we'll do that. Change my setting there a little bit. I'm spraying this on the hose right now. I'm spraying it on the fan shroud. This part here, I think I've determined I'm going to paint it. I'm going to paint it black, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But I'm not going to remove it. I'm just going to keep it here inside the car and just kind of spray it. This part should be black, but we're going to shoot some black spray paint down in there, and it'd be surprising how much better it'll look. So I've got the cleaner now. I've got this chamois. Once again, it's a interior or carpet chamois that you can also use under the hood here. It really kind of picks the dirt up. So I can come down here in this tray, and I'm just going to start rubbing things down. Like so. And just take the time to go over everything and just get the dirt off of what you can. And we're just going to keep doing that there. So I'm going to continue to work on that a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, I've got most of the surface dirt off of the engine compartment here. Like I say, I just took a few minutes and just went over everything, with that chamois, and it picked up a lot of the dirt. There's a couple metal parts here I want to hit real quick. This is the right around here on this air intake right here. I want to hit with an SOS pad, and this part here on the exhaust. I'm just going to hit it a little bit here. I don't know how well this is actually going to do, but I think if I use this and kind of scrub it with this SOS pad, it's going to brighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So then I have my chamois, and I'm just going to get the soap off of it there. It doesn't look new, but it did brighten it up a little bit there. So I'm actually going to do this. So I've got that brake cleaner, and I'm going to hit that right there with this brake cleaner. Okay. Yeah, that kind of knocked a lot of that off there. So, okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is get out the black paint, and we're going to paint some things here. Okay, I have this part ready for black paint. I did end up taking some primer and just kind of shooting down here on this bracket where that corrosion was, where I had that wire brush earlier, just to give it a little extra layer. I masked off this sticker right here. I actually put a layer of packing tape on the sticker and then cut a razor blade around it to preserve the sticker itself. It was a factory sticker that just basically like tells you what filter to use. And I don't like to take that kind of stuff off if I can help it. And then I put the masking tape on top of the packing tape, just that to help preserve that sticker for future use because it was kind of wrinkly looking. Then I masked off these brackets right here and this little plug here as well. So I'll go ahead and get this painted with some black spray paint along with the top. And, you just shoot it and, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, this isn't a new car, and it's not a car that we're doing a full restoration on. It's just a car that's going to be brought back to life and will make somebody a good driver, just an affordable, collectible kind of car. So if you like that sort of thing, you can follow along on this channel. But little things like this make all the difference. When it comes to the way the car is presented. If you were to buy this car is good enough. You could buy this car and you can take it once we're done with it. I mean, not right now, but once I'm done with this car, it'll be a good enough car that you can take to a car show. I mean, there's enough enthusiasts out there for these Cavaliers that people are gonna like this car. So it's worth doing. You just don't want to do this to any car necessarily, but I mean, if you're at home and you have a car that's older, or maybe that you want to put a little TLC into, hopefully this video will help give you an idea. It's not really that hard, but it does make a difference in the way that things look. So I'll get this finished up here with this black paint, and then we'll let it dry, and then we'll go on to the bracket that I'm going to paint that's in the car. Okay, so this bracket that you see right here on this car, I'm not going to take that out, to paint it. It's not really necessary, but it kind of looks like crap, so this is something that you can do. I put a little bit of masking tape right here on the red, and then I have bubble wrap, and I just stuck bubble wrap up under here and then around the back. I put a piece of cardboard and just kind of fitted it around that part there. And then I could just go down here, and I'm not going to be scared to get black paint on any of this wiring harness protecting here or anything that's supposed to be black, which most of this is supposed to be black. So it's really pretty easy to do. So I'll just, take my black paint here and, just kind of start lightly kind of going over it. It's going to make a world of difference in how this looks. I may do a couple of coats. We'll see. There you can see that this line here. It doesn't matter if I get black paint on that. It's just going to make it look better. So as long as it'll take the paint, I'm going to give it to it. So. But like I was saying just a few seconds ago about, being able to take the car and having some pride in it, goes a long way. Like if you want to take it to a car show or whatever, you can have the hood up and people can look under the hood and say, wow, that's really clean because you take pride in what you have. So, I mean, that's, look. Just kind of try to hit the back of that bracket there. So, yeah, that bubble wrap stuff, having bubble wrap, and I have bubble wrap because, I'm a reseller, which is what this channel is. So I'm constantly selling stuff on eBay, and that's why I have a big roll of bubble wrap. That's why I stuck it back there. But you can use any kind of paper you have, newspaper. Well, I don't suppose too many people have newspaper anymore, but if you did, just whatever, just stick back there. You have. So, I mean, you can see that makes a world of difference. But yeah, so I'll go on to the next here. Okay, real quick, I forgot to show you. I did polish up these hose clamps a little bit and clean those up. Then I'm going to paint these bolts here that go onto this. This is for this bracket here that this sits on the car with. Go ahead and just shoot those black too. Be foolish not to. And have a nice clean part and then rusty bolts. So yeah, wanted to show you that as well. Okay, I have some protectant wipes. Then I'm going to just start wiping all these other parts, everything that's black. I thought about painting this bracket too, but it's in pretty good shape. I think I'm going to leave it for now. And then plus we're starting to get into the next area, which we'll do in another video. But yeah, I'm going to try to hit all these black and just all the wires and just kind of give them one last cleaning wipe down. Oh, I've got some overspray, which that's okay. We'll get that off of there too. Well, I have the mineral spirits. I don't know if you saw that, but that'll help. You know, if you do get overspray, you just put that on a rag usually, and it'll come right off. But okay, so I like to get these good and wiped down with this. So then there's a second element to this. That's still tacky down there, so I'm not gonna put this car back together quite yet. But I'll show you the quick coat. And this, you have to kind of search around for a good product that's a coating like this. I think I get this from like the Carbrite. I don't know if Carbrite's everywhere, but around here there's Carbrite, and they sell like car cleaning supplies, and I got it from them or whatnot. But yeah, so this is great stuff here because it's like a tire dressing in the fact that it makes everything look good and clean, but it also has a protecting element to it, so it'll help preserve the rubbers and the plastics. But you spray this and I'm not going to do it all right now. I'll do it right before I. But yeah, you're going to spray what you want to look clean and shiny. Because of course we already got the dirt off everything, so now we're just dressing it. So. And then the boot that goes here, same thing. I'm just going to spray this like if I was painting it. Get down in the grooves. And I already did put Armor All in this as well, just to kind of help give it a layer of protection for moving forward. But yeah, finished doing that, and then we'll be ready to put the battery back in and go ahead and put everything back together. I'll remove the masking tape off of everything and the cardboard and the bubble wrap. And then once it's all back together, we'll maybe give it one last little shot of this where I need it. And then we'll be done with this section. So I'll show you what it looks like here when it's finished. Okay, I thought I'd give you one more clip here before I put this stuff back in I've got the garage door open, but I'm trying to get as much light on this as I can for you to kind of see. That battery tray, I don't have any red paint right now, so that really, I wouldn't want to paint that black because it's supposed to be red, but that's not really a big deal. The battery's going to cover it anyway. It's still stable, and it's not like it's rusted through or anything. But yeah, so you can kind of see. I got the fan shroud, the hoses, that bracket there. As I'm shooting this, I'm kind of looking to make sure I didn't miss anything. But I went ahead and snuck around and went ahead and painted that brake booster too, which will be part of the next video. As far as I won't show that because I already did it. But yeah, what we'll do next is we'll kind of go around the firewall. So yeah, so okay, I'll get this stuff put back together. Okay, I've got this back together, and it looks good. And this section here that I've worked on. I'll work on this engine at another video, another time. I'll paint the valve cover and do other things, but yeah, you can see that this definitely give it a very clean look. Kind of go around here. But yeah, so I'll probably end up breaking this series. I thought I'd do this in a few different parts, but I don't think that's necessary. A lot of what I'm going to do is just going to be a repeat of what you saw here today. So I'll probably just do maybe one more or two more videos for the detailing of this engine bay. But I'll definitely show what can be done with that cloth material there, and a couple other things I'm going to do as well. So this is a new channel. This is I hope that if you're still watching at this point in the video, that you'll subscribe to my channel. Shortly, I'll have a full video walking around this hole and showing this entire car. This car I actually got out of a salvage yard from a salvage dealer. So it's definitely a pretty solid car. It's not all rusty and stuff, but I'll be showing a lot more about this car, so I hope that you'll continue to watch. I thank you for watching this video. I know it's not perfect. I'm new. At the time of recording this right now, I am I'm only a week-old channel, so but I'm happy with how this turned out. I think it looks good. So this is a new air filter too that I've put in this car, so it looks good. So that concludes this video, and I appreciate you watching.